everybody, and welcome back to my Sims 4 YouTube channel. My name is Katie, and today we are going to be giving the Roomies household from Oasis Springs the ultimate makeover. So just starting off with Zoe Patel, I'm just going to start with her, and I'll start telling you guys a little bit about the BFF household. So the BFF household is originally from The Sims 4 and is not from like a different game or anything like that, but it is based off the show New Girl. And I've never personally watched this show, but basically what I've gotten from it is it's one girl who ends up having 3 male roommates in the city. And so you guessed it, Zoe Patel is in fact supposed to represent, I think her name is Jessie from New Girl, and the 3 boys are the 3 other boys she lives with. And the thing about Zoe Patel is she's actually not only based off of the character, but also the actor who plays her, Zoe Deschanel. And I'm pretty sure I said Jessie as the character's name, but it is actually Jess or Jessica. So Zoe Patel in The Sims, I believe, is an Indian Sim, as her last name is Patel, and her features definitely give off Indian descent. So yeah, and I'm gonna try and keep the editing to a minimum, but there's just a few things I'm probably gonna want to do, like widen her mouth, and like you guys saw before, I changed her eyebrows just up a little bit so that they sit better with the custom content eyebrows I have. And so Zoe Patel, she actually doesn't even have a job. And to be honest, when I first started playing The Sims, this was the first family I interacted with. I created a Sim and put them in Oasis Springs, and I saw the family, so I always came over and hung out with these Sims, and I ended up really not liking Zoe. And there's actually nothing wrong with her. I just really thought that she wanted Jay Huntington III, and my Sim wanted Jay Huntington III, so like, I don't know, we had beef. And ever since, I've just never really... she's left a bad taste in my mouth. She's just really pretty. I really like her. So basically the whole reason why I wanted to start doing this with Sims, and I want to make this a common thing to do on my channel. One is for consistency on my channel and having something that you guys can watch that you know will be around, but also so that I can kind of start learning the townies and liking them, because I feel like I really don't care for them all that much, and The Sims 4 is the only Sims game I've ever played, so I don't really have any background like love for any of the characters from different games that are now in The Sims 4. So definitely, if you like this video and want me to know that, definitely leave a like down below, and even if you want to leave a comment for the next family you would love me to do, that'll really make me feel better about this and know that you guys are enjoying this kind of content. So Zoe Patel I like her personality very much. She's clumsy and a goofball and cheerful. Her hair that she wears regularly is a middle part and brunette, so something like this would even work. Something like this is very similar to her other hair as it like swoops over. Her hair has this swoop look and it goes behind her head, which definitely is similar to this, although I have no idea why she's glowing. Oh, I see. It's these eyelids. That sucks. I don't know what's wrong with them. If you guys could tell me why, because I downloaded those a long time ago and they used to work. But yeah, this hair definitely looks probably the closest to her usual hair, but we don't have to stick to that. Something like this also kind of gives off the vibe that she had. I really like this hair from Anto Sims, and I think I'm gonna go with this one. Okay, after flipping through our CC, Zoe, and the usual Zoe, I kind of noticed that her skin is actually kind of making her lighter. So I'm just gonna go and take the skin and go one shade darker. And I think that matches a lot better with her actual tone. So I'm gonna look for a short dress, something maybe like this. This is already so cute. Oh wow. And maybe yellow, so we can do some yellow flowers, or a yellow dress just plain. Ooh, maybe something like this, and then we can take off the leggings so that it's kind of like you're taking the color of the leggings as well as the yellow dress and just doing that. I really like that. And for shoes, she's wearing a high heel with pink. I just came across this and I think that this looks basically the same without the 2 straps, and now it's just 1. I really like that, and I'll just go and give her a new bracelet. Or what about a charm bracelet? And then this was not a part of base game, but now we have it, so I'm just gonna give her pink nails. as well as some pink toenails to match. And then I think I'm gonna give her some earrings and necklace, and I think we're done with Zoe Patel. I don't know if I've mentioned this yet, but as I was doing my research, she has charisma and mischief as level 2 skills. So yeah, and they all live in Oasis Springs, so I decided to give her a cactus necklace, and I think she is good. And I just went and gave her a few likes and dislikes. So she likes yellow and purple, she likes pop music, and this one I actually didn't give her, it was just already there. I don't know if that was the Sims team doing that or just like that's how the game works, it'll randomize it for some Sims. But she likes funny Sims, which Mitchell, as we'll get to next, also is a funny sim. And conversation type topics, I made her like pranks and silly behavior because she's a goofball and she has the mischievous skill, and she dislikes deception because she's a friend of the world. And then lastly, I made her like mischief. And now we are on to Mitchell Kalani, and he is currently in the culinary career, and I don't know what level he's on, but he is an assistant dishwasher at whatever restaurant he works at, and he has level 2 mixology, and he also has level 2 comedy, which will help with his aspiration of being a joke star. And I don't know, also, why does he look so old with that hair? But I don't know why I was going to hair, I need to go to eyebrows. And if you haven't noticed already, with the last name Kalani and his facial features, he is of Pacific Islander descent and most likely Hawaiian descent. So yeah, I like those eyebrows on him. I don't usually go for thicker eyebrows like that, so I'll stick with those. I really like the skin on him, but it's giving him a hooded lid, so let's just go maybe like right here, just so that we can give him his monolid eyes back. And I just gave him eyelashes, and I'm going to assume he's wearing something here, like his bracelet. I hate that that happens. Oh my gosh, look how long his eyelashes are. Okay, I changed his eyelashes, although they're still long, they're not like crazy long the way they were. And I'll just give him a hairline, and I'll give him the GS skin right here, along with this nose mask that I kind of feel like helps accentuate his nose. And then we have his eyes to do. I think that I gave Zoe also these eyes, but they look really good, so I'll stick with these. Maybe one shade deeper. And I don't know if you guys do this, but I always add lip overlays to all my Sims, girl or boy, because I feel like they just make it look a lot more realistic. And I don't know if he's giving me rosy cheek, but maybe we can just add a little bit of color to his face like that. Let's go find him a nice hair. So in his base game form, he has a side part with a swoop back, and he actually has pretty long hair, and I'd love to keep that. And I actually think I found a hair that kind of gives off the vibes I wanted it to. Let's stick with that for now and see where it takes us. And immediately I noticed that he has a tattoo on his right side, and it has little legs, so I am very intrigued to see what that is. Oh, a sailor lady. Okay. I don't know if I want to change that. That's pretty funny that he has that. I also know that he doesn't have moles in his usual version, but I kind of want to give him moles around his body. I feel like it just kind of suits him, so I'm gonna leave those, and I hope you guys like them. Now, with the details that I kind of gave you when we were doing Zoe about how I had my Sim's eyes on Jay Huntington III, I also ended up having my Sim move into the household, and she ended up being like really good friends with Mitchell. I never knew any of his traits because this was literally the first time I ever played The Sims. This is all like what happened. But I do remember my Sim really liked her, and I'm pretty sure Gavin did not like my Sim because before she moved in, she would be cooking in the house and he would be like, "I'm sorry, that's not appropriate." And I'd be like, "What?" Because again, I've never played The Sims before that moment, and I was like, what is going on? I'm just making myself, I don't even remember what, but I was cooking. I was like cooking away, and I was like, what the heck? But I am kind of curious as to why Mitchell isn't in the comedy career, as his aspiration is to be a joke star, and instead he's in the culinary career, and his traits don't really align with that. Like, he's not a foodie or anything like that. But my guess is probably because Johnny Zest is also a joke star. But I would actually love if The Sims kind of made them rivals or something in the joke world, like who could get the 3 gigs that are happening in Oasis Springs for the lounge. But that doesn't really happen in The Sims, which kind of sucks. But but it's okay. It's not like I would play with him anyways, to be honest. So, and I really can't find a shirt that I like that also shows his tattoos. So I found this shirt and it doesn't show his tattoo, which literally sucks, but I really like the shirt and it matches the color of his shirt he had before. So I'm just gonna go with this one, and now we have to go and find some type of shorts or cargo shorts in a green color. So I don't know if I'll stick with that. I might make it khaki. Okay, I'm gonna go with these, and I'm gonna see if they have a green swatch like these, and they do, but I don't know if I like it. So I am gonna stick with this outfit and the shirt, but I'm going to change the pants to this khaki color. I just think it looks better. And lastly, let's go give him some socks and shoes, and then some likes and dislikes. Okay, so I gave him these red Adidas and some white socks, and I think he looks pretty dang good compared to his last version. So here's him now, and here is him before we gave him a Guys, we forgot facial hair. Okay, I was like, yeah, this is him. No, he has no facial hair. What am I doing? So I'll try and find one that I don't even know what kind of style beard that is, but it goes like up to his mouth from the beard, and that's all. Okay, I think that looks perfect, and I think we are officially done. Actually, I found this facial hair, which is even more exact to what he has before, so I'll go with that. And now let's go and do his likes and dislikes. Okay, so I made him like green, and he also likes island music and DJ booth music, and this is again not something I did, but he likes hardworking Sims, which is a little bit interesting because he is a lazy Sim, and he likes jokes, silly behavior, he likes basics fashion, and he likes comedy, of course, because he's a joke star. And that is where we move on to the next person, Jay Huntington. And I don't know why, but my little like 10 or 11-year-old self really thought that this guy was just, he was endgame. So Jay Huntington, first off, has crazy eyes that I definitely need to fix, and kind of a scary smile to me. And he's supposed to be kind of a ladies' man, as said in their household description. And I think that's probably why he's so smiley and like, hey girl. But he's not really giving that vibe. He's kind of giving scary. So let's fix that. But Jay Huntington also has pretty thick eyebrows. So I'm just going to go and, oh man, I was actually going to go for these eyebrows right here. But I don't know, because he's supposed to kind of be rich and bougie and like polished. And I feel like those are a little bit more messy compared to what I had in mind for him. Also, I love these eyebrows, but they always like go off the face to where I can't control it. And it's so infuriating. Maybe eyebrows something like this, that if I just move them around they'll work. Maybe something like this with some brown hair. I think that definitely suits him. And when I was younger and I first started out, again, I did not know how to play The Sims, and I had this really bad house, but I saw him with this like totally preppy jacket on walking down the street, and I was like, I definitely need to meet him. He definitely has money. And then I found out that he lived with 4 people, so I moved myself in, and I kept trying to get him to like me and ask me out and stuff, or accept my asking to be girlfriend and boyfriend, but he never would accept, and it would make me so upset. I was like, why won't you accept me? Why won't you be with me? And it was actually because he's non-committal, which makes a lot more sense to me now, but I don't think I ever knew that until after I stopped playing with those Sims. And my Sim and Jay Huntington actually had 3 kids, and all of the BFF household lived in the house still because I didn't know how to remove them. And yeah, that was like my first experience. They had like 3 girls, and they all looked the same, and you would think that they're triplets because I had them so close in age, but they weren't. They weren't triplets. They were just Irish babies, I think you call them. Irish twins, that's what it is. And yeah, I gave him the GS skin and an Obscurus skin overlay. Okay, I gave him some contouring on the nose only, and I think that makes it look a lot better. So now let's go give him, again, brown eyes. Everyone just has some brown eyes in this house. I actually think they all have brown eyes. So, and I gave him the CC11 Go Paul's Me lips, and I'll give him just a little bit of coloring on his face with the same thing that I gave Mitchell, this right here, and I'll do it halfway down just to give a little bit of color. And his hair is also brushed all the way back. Something maybe like this would work for him, which actually I like as well. So Jay is a quality assurance guy, which is in the tech guru career, and along with that he has level 2 of the programming skill, which helps in that career. And And he also has level 2 fitness. So one of the only things that I remember from the house is actually that there is a punching bag over in the backyard. And I think I remember it because every single time I came over to the house, he was always by it. And of course, I was only coming to the house to see Jay Huntington. Oh my gosh, wait, this hair is actually, I feel like this might be the hair. It's kind of giving like Jacob Sartorius or like Justin Bieber in like 2016, but I think it's what we should go for. I don't know, this hair is very, very high. That's definitely something I can say about it. It goes like all the way up. Do you guys remember that first hair that I gave to Mitchell? I know it's not actually what his hair is, but it totally is a Jay Huntington vibe. I think that looks really good. Okay, I'm gonna go with that. And now let's go on to his outfit. Now, I don't know if I have the jacket that he has around his chest, but I'm pretty sure, I don't know if it's for boys too, but I'm pretty sure that in the hats category, I have a piece of CC that does it. Yes, right here by Backtrack. It's a little bit interesting that it goes instead of on the neck area, on the actual shoulders. But if I can't find something, I already have a replacement to give that blue jacket. Oh my gosh, I have something from Dart 77. I really hope that it has a blue one, but even if it doesn't, I think I have to stick with this. Okay, so they don't have an actual blue jacket that goes over the shoulders, but I'm going to go and give him a blue shirt. Something interesting about this though is that it doesn't go very low, so I'm gonna have to try and find pants that go up, which might limit my options. Oh my gosh, I found them. Okay, so I think that he wears red pants. Okay, so I just went through all of it, and it looks like they don't actually have a red version of these pants. They actually only have like this purpley version, and I'm not really into that. So, but let's just go with the black ones. I think the black look classy. Why would he wear some Vans with his outfit? It's so weird, and he doesn't even have socks on. So I just went with these shoes. Hopefully they look right, and I'm just gonna go with some black dress socks. Okay, so I made him like red and blue, and he likes classical music but dislikes pop, and this is one that he gave himself, an emotional decision maker. And I feel like that's actually the opposite of Jay Huntington. And then I made him like small talk, stories, and discussing hobbies. But I actually wanted to make him dislike stories. Sorry, this is actually so much messier than the rest of them. But because I just feel like he's like, no, I'm not going to listen to your story. I'm sorry, I don't have time for that. And I made him like polished fashion and programming for his job. And last but not least, we have Gavin Richards, and he is probably the most forgettable to me. I actually don't remember him very much at all. He's kind of just there in my head. And to be honest, he kind of just annoys me. Like, if you saw those glasses, they just give me like, you're gonna tell me what to do, and I'm gonna be like, bruh, like, you're not even like, why? And Gavin's whole thing is that he's a writer, and that's all he kind of is based on. His only skill is writing, and he's actually at level 3, so he's not like a bad writer or anything. Okay, I just changed out his eyebrows, and I think that these look best on him. And his eyes are actually pretty small. Yeah, it just looks very, very tiny, especially with my overlays. So I'm gonna go with the darkest color right there, and I might just make him a tad bit bigger. Yeah, I'm gonna bring the nose down just a little bit, and I think that his face is pretty fine. And I'm just gonna give him his black hairline, and last but not least, I'm gonna give him the GS skin. And I think that we're all done with skin details. His usual glasses are actually pretty ugly to me. I don't really like them at all. So I'm gonna go with these, and they do look better. Okay, I know this isn't the hair that he wears, but I really like it on him, and it's probably the only thing that I can get. And he also has a very similar like goatee beard thing going on as Mitchell. I'm gonna go in and give him some freckles. He doesn't have a lot, but he definitely has some. Okay, I think that that is perfect, and we'll keep the socks, but go with a custom content dress shoe, and I think that that is Gavin Richards. Okay, and I made him like the colors orange, green, and brown, and he likes soul music, which I actually don't really know what it is, but it's in like a boombox, and a retro music, which he just gives me the vibes where he's like, yeah, I listen to the 50s music. That's like when music was good. And then this is, again, something that he had already, and he does not like optimistic Sims. And then if you guys don't remember, this is actually the only household that's on the cover in The Sims 4. And in it, he's actually being rejected by someone, but he is flirting with them. So I made him like the flirtation conversation topic. He likes polished fashion and writing. And I don't know if I failed to mention again before, but he's also a blogger in the writing career, which will definitely help him with his best-selling author career. And so there we have it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, please feel free to give a like and a subscribe to my channel. It means the world to me. I'm so happy to have done this with the roommates household, and I hope to see you all back for a new household next time. Thanks for watching. Bye.